the man that claimed me as his own all night is hitting on you? That's weird. So I get up. I'm gonna confront this situation. I walk over to him and he's like, Trinity, can I have my jacket back? And he said it in a manner suggesting that I was an inconvenience and that I took his jacket, not that he put it on me. So I was like, yeah. So I give him his jacket back and he, right in front of my face, puts it on my friend because she's so cold.
When you boss it up, sometimes they get amnesia. So if she was homeless and now she has a place to live because of you, remind her.
I miss the 90s kind of love. Like, you really love me. You get into my spirit. You get into my energy. Like, what happened to that? I feel like back in the day, men used to sing about how much they love a woman, how they never want to leave a woman. And I'm just trying to figure out, where did the dynamic change? And I feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that now even women rap about, oh, broke, don't get no X, Y, and Z. It's like, where is the love? Where is that 90s kind of feel good love? I feel like everything that we are putting into the universe right now is super against each other. And we need to start bridging that gap and getting back to a place where we can really rock with each other again. Because right now it's looking like we all gonna be some lonely.
So all of you are up in arms because she's gay. It's always some drama when a Black woman expresses a preference. First off, Doechii is not gay. She's bisexual, which means she indeed is attracted to men. Okay, that's number one. Number two, when you say something like straight men are a red flag, does it make it acceptable for me to say, you know what, lesbians are a red flag, or gay men are red flags, or transgender people are a red flag? If straight people were to continuously say these things about the LGBTQ+I community, they will blow a gasket. But they keep trying to make it acceptable to come for us straight people, and I'm not having it. So yes, I'm going to check it. When she's referring to straight men being a red flag, she's referring to my 3 sons being a red flag. I have a problem with that as a mother who brung sons into this world. And if any of you think it's acceptable behavior, then you are a part of the problem. But again, let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I'm not for that.
I just saw a video of a girl that was crying on her way to Mardi Gras because her boyfriend wouldn't let her wear a miniskirt. Now, this is going to be a controversial opinion because I checked the comments expecting a completely different set of comments, and it was nowhere near what I expected. Let me just get this part out the way. Everybody has different preferences and expectations in a relationship, and just because our expectations or preferences don't align with each other doesn't mean that one person is wrong and the other person's right. I don't believe that. I think we just have different expectations and different preferences. So my expectation and my preferences, I would absolutely never be in a relationship where it's my boyfriend didn't let me wear something. Y'all find to bag her and then get mad when she continues being did you expect her to completely change who she was once she started dating you? That doesn't make sense. Stop trying to bag when you can't handle it. Now, one of the comments absolutely did not sit right with me, and maybe I'm just overthinking it. I could be overreacting, and if I am, I'll take that. My bad. But the comment had like 15,000 likes, and it's a person saying that it's not a control thing, that it's about the fact that you're about to be in an environment around a bunch of drunk people, and if you get disrespected or touched, then that could result in like a fight that could be like death or going to jail. To me, that comment sounds a lot like it's the woman's fault, it's what she was wearing. If somebody wants somebody, it's gonna happen whether or not the person's in jeans, a miniskirt, or a nun's outfit. I firmly do not believe that a woman should have to wear more clothing or dull who she is in order to avoid out there. And most women that will let you know that they were not wearing a miniskirt and were in fact more covered up than you would expect. So that comment was just really weird to me, and the fact that it had so many likes and so many people agreed with it was even weirder to me. The other half of the comments were people saying, oh, it's a respect thing. I'll get a beautiful woman and then want to hide her away from the world, and that's not how life works. We only get to be this young one time. We only get to look this good one time. We are just progressively getting older. So no, I don't see anything wrong with a young woman wanting to flaunt what she has while she's got it. You talk to older women, that's all they talk about. My mom would tell me all these stories about how she used to go clubbing and go to raves and all the sexy, cool outfits she used to wear. Feeling beautiful and sexy is one of the best parts of life. And most of us only get to feel it when we're young. I'm not the type of person that gets upset when somebody is like googly eyeing like your partner or like checking them out. I don't get upset at that. Because if you're with them, you obviously think this person is attractive. Other people are gonna think they're attractive. To me, it's a compliment. I understand that not everybody feels that way. And that's another reason why it's important to find somebody whose preferences align with you in a relationship so that you don't end up in a situation where you're crying on the way to Mardi Gras not being able to wear what it was that you wanted to wear.
More and more we're seeing modern women wanting men to excuse their irresponsible behavior, pay for it, be okay with it, celebrate it, and men are walking away from that.
What happened to the love bombers that paid bills and gave hard cash? At my peak narcissistic entanglement, I was getting flown out, fridge full, rent paid, emotional damage, yes, but I got something out of it. Today, these love bombers, they don't even try. I catch on too quick. All they do is future fake. No gift giving, nothing. Either I got smarter or they are broker. You know the economy is getting bad when the love bombers aren't tricking anymore. They don't even try. They use words and not actions. Stop saying I'm special and that you love me. I know you're lying, okay? You can't love bomb me through words. I don't believe you. I need to see money. I think the men today took the online version of the love bombing masterclass, and that's why they're all screwed up. That's why they're so lazy. They missed all the important chapters of what they're supposed to do to actually swindle a woman out of her drawers. They're failing at it. I'm sorry. At this point, I need to make an ebook called The Manipulator's Masterclass to help you men. So at least the women who will mess with you will benefit in some way, okay?
Y'all always talking about find the man in the market, finding the market. The only men I find in the market is the men that work at the market. I.e., I'm just downstairs, and this man that work at the market been trying to talk to me forever. So today he finally asked me, he was like, you got a man? I said a little bit enough to know that I'm not actually about to do this. So yeah, a little bit. So he like trying to tell me he liked me or whatever, but if you know me, I'm so slow a little bit. He got an accent, so I didn't know what he was saying for like a long time. And he like, you know I like it. And I'm, child. Anywho, don't find men at the market.
I think that black men are some of the most complimentary people on earth, especially the black women. I see them, hey queen, hey beautiful, you look good today, I love your hair. So this whole thing about like, yes, you have the outliers and yes, you have people who prefer not to have black women, but I see me, my friends, and just random black men all the time being nothing but positive. And I didn't even notice it at first because I was so used to it. And not to make it like a racial thing, but I had a friend of mine, she was actually white. And every time she was with me, she was like, I don't always see white men compliment white women the way I see black men always complimenting black women when I'm with you. And it wasn't until she said that I started to really notice it and like appreciate it. You could just be riding by on your back. You can be like, good morning, queen, have a good day. And it's just like, when she pointed that out, I was like, you know what? You're right. Hell yeah, you're right. So I want to make sure that I make that clear. Going back to the guy, I don't feel anytime you don't like black women as a black man, that's more of a reflection of yourself. And I actually feel, I want to say bad for them. I wish I could think of a better word, but something's not right. Because your family's black, your mother's black, your cousins are black. So if you have an issue with black women, then you have an issue with yourself. So I feel bad for him overall. I think that what happened is unfortunate. But at the same time, you can't do things and not accept the consequences. You can't berate and belittle black women and then be like, we're supposed to lift you up. I feel bad for you. I'm not going to say anything negative about the situation, but I'm also not going to say anything positive about the situation. It is what it is.
Today I'm going to be sharing with you the dirtiest I've ever been done by a man. Even baddies get done. It was insane. Let's get freaking started. Well, first of all, I'm still flabbergasted this happened to me. There's just no way. But one night I'm going to this local bar in my hometown and I'm at this local bar. I see this man that I recognize from my childhood. And we start talking and we start reminiscing on our childhood about how we knew each other back in the day. Remember when? Yeah, you know what? We had that connection. And then right off the bat, he's obviously into me, which is fine. And he was like, you know what? Like, what are you doing later this week? I want to take you out. We should get dinner. And I was like, I'm kind of busy, but we'll see. Because he was nice. Like, I wouldn't have mind to have a nice dinner with him or whatever. But we end up not getting dinner because I'm so busy. And we go a few months without seeing each other, but he FaceTimes me like frequently. And he tries to text me frequently. And I'm not super into him. So I was like, are you not getting the hint? Whatever. What I talk to him, you know, I'm civil. Then, let's fast forward a few months. I go back to this local bar. Don't know why. And he's there again. What a coincidence. This guy's there again. And I'm like, hey you, long time no see. Let's catch up. And so we're hanging out like the entire night. And I'm also with my friends. I'm with two of my other friends and my sister. And so we're all hanging out with them. And then he literally is grabbing my hand the entire night, pulling me around with him, so I can't even mingle with other men. Like, I'm stuck with this one. So he claimed to me. So I'm cooked. And I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not really on the prowl anyway, so I didn't mind it. And the night's getting late, so he's like, you know what? Let's go back to my house and we can keep this party going. And I'm like, yeah, I'm always down for a good after party. Let's go back to your house. I'm sure that will be fun. Me, my 2 friends, and my sister, and one of his friends go back to his house. And I get Taco Bell. We get there and he's like, oh my god, Trinity, are you cold? Do you need this jacket? And he's like trying to give me his jacket, but I'm like, oh, I'm fine. Like, I don't really need like the jacket. But he's like, no, you need it. You need it. I was like, okay. So I take the jacket unwillingly. I'm like, sure, I'll take the jacket. If it makes you feel more manly, I will take the jacket. Oh, sorry to get TMI here. We're on the couch and I have a little Mac out session. Okay, guys, sorry about that. The video actually stopped and I finished my makeup, but the story's too good not to finish. I have to keep going. We Mac out on the couch. What else is there to do after a night out with a man? Then, after our sweet and sensual Mac out session, I fall asleep because I'm tired. It's like 3 a.m. and I just had Taco Bell. I'm asleep for like probably 30 minutes, and I wake up to my friend coming over, and she's like, Trinity, this guy's hitting on me. Like, we have to go. This is getting weird. I'm like, what? The man that claimed me as his own all night is hitting on you? That's weird. So I get up. You know, I'm gonna confront this situation. I walk over to him, and he's like, Trinity, can I have my jacket back? And he said it in a manner suggesting that I was an inconvenience and that I took his jacket, not that he put it on me. So I was like, yeah. So I give him his jacket back and he, right in front of my face, puts it on my friend because she's so cold. And I'm like, what? What is going on right now? I didn't exist anymore. Baddie on the couch, no more. He had moved on already. You have 30 minutes to take a nap. Well, you don't. Okay? So then I'm like, this is weird. We gotta go. I get everyone. Let's go to the car. He walks next to my friend the entire time. Opens the door for her. Gets her in the car. Says, drive home safe. Text me when you get home. Bye. And he doesn't even say bye to me. And I'm like, how dare you? How dare you as a mid-man claim a baddie as your own and then betray her while she's taking her post-Taco Bell nap? I can't believe this. So anyways, I go home. I sleep it off. I don't really care. I wake up to a Snapchat from him. And he says, hey, sorry, I didn't get your friend's snap. Can I have her snap? I'm like, read the room, buddy. You do not ask the girl who you betrayed for her friend's Snapchat. That is very weird. And I'm like, honestly, no, you can't have her Snapchat because 1, she doesn't like you, and 2, that was weird. I actually think I have a screenshot of what I said to him. So I'll put the screenshot up because I'm pretty sure I have a screenshot of it. But yeah, I was like, it was just weird. Moral of the story, like, don't give your time and energy to a mid-man. He will not know what to do with such a baddie that he will fumble. It is the way of the world, the law of the universe. Yeah, this should be a fable. We should tell our children this story. It still flabbergasts me that this happened. Anyways, that's my story for the day. If you're watching this, sir, I hope that you got help because I'm still concerned about the situation. Goodbye, guys. Love you so much. This was the story of the day. Goodbye.
I don't see what the problem is. You weren't really interested in that man. You darn near friend-zoned him, and really the only reason that you were hanging out with him is because, I ain't really got nothing else to do. Why not? I'm here for a good time, not a long time type of attitude. So you get what you get, essentially is what's happening right now. And down there at the bottom where she says, don't make me feel like I'm a replaceable B, because I'm really not. You clearly are. The man saw that you weren't interested, found somebody else, and he moved on. And now you're upset about it.
I woke up in a bed I wasn't supposed to be in, at a house I wasn't supposed to be at, and a t-shirt that I should not have on. But, you know.
Loves, I just unlocked a new level of princess treatment. Like, I'm in ballet, and not only do they open the car door for me and wait for me to sit down, they take my seatbelt and reach it over me to where I only have to grab it and click it. Now, I know I am grown and I am very capable of buckling my own seatbelt. However, the next guy I date that doesn't only open the door for me but hands me my seatbelt, yes, give me my princess crown and I am going to treat you so well. It's better than a king, promise. Like that felt good. That felt good.
The more I talk to men and the more I listen to men talk, it makes me feel like, do I even want a man? Like, do I really even want a man? Y'all are so embarrassing. And I mean, right now, being single is not that bad. Like, I don't have to tell nobody where I'm going, what I'm doing. I don't have to do nothing that I don't want to do. I don't have to cook dinner, like real dinner, you know, like I can do kiddie meals because all I gotta do is cook for kids. Like, I don't gotta share my taxes. Okay. I mean, I don't know, like, I don't do it. But I mean,
Modern women on a daily basis continue to show us just how childish they are. This is not a flex.
Men notes because it was so on point. All right, let me tell you a story about a guy that properly pursued me. I'm heading into the hot yoga room because I do hot yoga almost every day. And there's this guy sitting on the bench outside and he had just finished his practice. So before I go in, he's like, oh, you're going to feel so good when you come out of there. And I was like, oh, I know, I've done hot yoga before. You know, when we get to chatting, talking about hot yoga, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll see you around, whatever, like as friends. So I go in and I'm laying down before the practice starts and I shut my eyes and next thing you know, he taps on my shoulder and no one's talking like before practice. So it's completely silent in there. He taps on my shoulder and he's like, passes me the slip of paper and walks out. I literally open the slip of paper. His number is on it with his name, his full name. Is this out of a movie? Like, there's so much respect. And I swear to God, man, like, why the f are you so scared these days? Like, don't be scaredy cats. Like, we can see you being shy. Like, put yourself out there. It is the hottest thing a man can do. I'm over, like, matching on a dating app or, like, locking eyes in person. And then you guys do anything. Like, come pursue us. Please. Please. It makes us feel so good. It opens us up to want to, like, talk to you and, like, go on a date. Like, it's simple. Why don't you guys get it? Like,
that whole soft guy era needs to be done and over with. It's not real. It's non-existent. You need to step it up, period, point blank, instead of stepping it down to a female's level. Like, times are changing. At first, it was the women fighting to work like men. Now it's men fighting to be like women. Like, it's confusing. I hate it.
We listen, but we don't judge. Okay, so I gave this unattractive guy a chance simply because he treated me nice and he never disrespected me. He always, made sure that I was great. So he got to a point where we was gonna, do it. And he kept on saying, I want you to look me in my face. You pretty to not look me in my face. Like, you ugly. I don't want to look at you in your face. At this point, my cooch was dry. I just was over it. I was ready to go. So I act like I was feeling sick and I just got on because I just can't. I can't do it. I can't. Like, you keep on asking me to look you in your face while I'm and I don't want to. I understand why you want to look at me in my face, but I just don't want to look at you in your face while I'm give you head. Ugly. Is you gonna bust or not? We listen, but we don't judge.
Let me tell y'all why it's so hard for me to date. It is so hard for me to date because I can literally do so much for myself. Like, I'm so independent, y'all. I can take care of myself. I can buy myself whatever I want. I can go buy a new car if I want. I can do so much for myself, okay? When a man come into my life and think he not finna for me, that's where it goes wrong every single time. Because why would you think I'm finna settle for the bare minimum? And I don't even give the bare minimum to myself. I buy myself flowers. I spoil myself. I buy my own clothes, shoes, food, everything. Why would you think you're gonna come into my life and give me the bare minimum and think I'm supposed to accept that? See, the problem is some of these men, they would hate to see a woman on top. They would hate to see a woman flourishing and getting more. Like, they don't like the fact that a woman could get more than what they can do for themselves. Like, baby, I don't need a man to take care of me. He never gave bum. I'm not a bum, baby. I take care of myself. But if you're in my life and I'm laying in the bed with you, you're gonna take care of me. You're gonna do what you gotta do. I'm not gonna sit there and lay down with somebody who wouldn't even pay bills. And that's just me keeping it real. Why? Because I could pay my own bills. I can come out of pocket for my own bills. Never needed a man, but if I'm with a man, baby, yeah.
Y'all, I stumbled across a video and the guy said that he had a girlfriend and she lived 6 hours away. He's drove 6 hours away to go see her, which the man need to move, okay? So, but when it was time for her to drive 6 hours, she did not come and they broke up because he would not pay for her hotel to stay. His question was he wrong? This how I see it. First off, men, if you don't got no money to give, just stay to yourself. Because women, a lot of women are taught don't move for no man. Because if my daughter came to me and she says, Mama, my boyfriend, I'm finna go see my boyfriend. I gotta drive 6 hours to go see him. And I gotta, and I need money for the hotel. I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna say, what? He ain't got nothing to give you? And then he ain't to give you? He ain't gonna buy you nothing to eat. Is it at least gonna get you some McDonald's? No, I'm gonna tell her to sit her butt right there and she ain't moving. See, that girl's mama taught her to know her worth and to move for no man. But where you messed up at, because I'm not going to say he's wrong, but he's wrong. But where you messed up at was, this how you could have kept her. Just say, no, let's reschedule it for another time so that you could have had the money to get her a place to stay. Or at least go half and half. But don't send no girl out to go. If a girl go, honey, it take a lot for a woman just to move her car for you. If she gonna move her car for you, at least give something, because at the end of that night, you're gonna be expecting something in return. And oh, she just supposed to give it to you, but you couldn't even pay for her to have a place to stay? Couldn't even pay for her to have a place to stay? No, sir.
I mean, it's silly because you wouldn't have given him anything anyway. Even if he said, well, this is what I'm expecting, you would have called him a pig and a predator, right? Number one. Number two, what happened to when he came down there? Did you pay for his stuff? Of course not. Nothing. No buying no dinner, no nothing, because he's the man. He's supposed to chase, he's supposed to pursue. Modern women always have double standards when they are not the beneficiary. If it's something that's good for them and it puts the man out, we love it. Modern women logic.
When you boss it up, sometimes they get amnesia. So if she was homeless and now she has a place to live because of you, remind her. If she was walking and now she has a vehicle because of you, remind her. If she never had her head did, nails did, and toes did consistently, and now she do because of you, remind her. If you're getting BBLs and bags and t-shirts, that's a different level. But if you're doing that, you better make sure you remind, because sometimes they get ungrateful and they forget. So when they get like that, bless them with have sense and put them back where you met them at.
Back in December, I was talking to this dude that I met off of Hinge, and within like 2-3 days, he had asked to FaceTime. I don't like FaceTime people. I don't like FaceTime people at all, but especially people that I don't know like that. So I told him, like, FaceTime can be a little uncomfortable for me, like, until I get to know a person, because you can't just stand in the camera, like, and I think I did like the moon emoji, when it's like, so he was like, are you awkward? And I was like, I can be. And he was like, yeah, you can't be awkward around me. So I'm thinking he meant like in a comforting way, like, nah, we gotta change that. Or like, you know how some people be like, nah, it's impossible to feel awkward around me because I'm so chill, you know. But it just dawned on me, you know, so I texted him back and I was like, I mean, it's not like debilitating or anything, like I just have to warm up to you. But yeah, that was like December, and I just now realized I never heard from him again. So that got me to thinking, like, when he said you can't be like that around me, I don't think it was comforting. I think he was basically being like, yeah, you don't bring that around me. And honestly, hell yeah, brother. Respect.
I left her a comment and said, now you moving sloppy out here in the dating world, because if it would have been reversed, then he would have needed to get on that FaceTime quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you got to do a background check. But now, because it's you don't feel comfortable and you got to warm up to him.
I'm trying to figure out, don't understand that y'all are supposed to lead. Why would I go 50-50 when I can go 100 with myself? And if we can't go 100, then, like, what? Like, y'all are supposed to lead, we're supposed to follow. Why do you want us to do everything first nowadays? Like, now there's a few handful of men out there who have no problem being an alpha male because they really are that are trying to fake be that and don't really possess the qualities of that. Beat it. And it's not hard for someone to tell you that you're not an alpha male. You don't even have charge of your life, let alone trying to have charge of mine and want me to follow behind you. Get out of here, for real. Like, what?
No way I should be cooking for 5 hours for some man that is fully capable.
You pay some bills around here, you can't come in and tell the jackster what to do.
Y'all never baked a cake?
No, but I watch shows on it. Well, watching a show and doing is two different things. Yeah.
I've never ever baked a cake.
Baking is really bonding for a family. I mean,
I couldn't believe that my dad was just sitting there without his phone or anything. He was just watching us, supervising us. He was having a good time with us.
Slower pace. It's cool to just kind of settle down and do stuff together.
Xavier Worthy was cheated on, had his home destroyed, got by a woman, and he went to jail that day. And you want to know what the craziest part about it is? If we had no footage, nobody would believe that he was the one that was being harmed. Nobody would believe it. Why? Because women only care about this double standards that don't aid them. You ain't heard one. If women are so old as this and we don't support any of it and blah, blah, blah. You ain't seen a single woman say nothing about Xavier Worthy's situation. He was attacked, had his home destroyed, got cheated on, and went to jail. That man had to go to jail because he found out he was cheated on and the lady started destroying his house and attacking him. What woman have you seen say something about it? So now if you see why men just don't be having respect for these agendas these women be trying to push, is because we know deep down at heart you don't give about. You want to be empowered. You don't want to end oppression. You want to be the oppressor. That's all y'all care about, bro. In the majority. Y'all know y'all only care about the double standards that don't affect y'all. We not gonna see no women talk about Xavier Worthy's situation. Why? Because it's not a woman. When they thought that he was the assailant and he was the one attacking the lady, then they cared about it. But since they found out that he was the one and it doesn't aid the agendas that they're trying to push, they have no interest in talking about it. Again, women, y'all don't get no respect from men because you don't show any.
If it comes to the point where no men out there can fill those shoes, will you bring down your expectations? Will you have to settle? I mean, we tell ladies out there, listen, if it goes on for a while that there's no man that can meet your expectations, maybe your expectations are a little bit too out there. Would there be something that you would kind of ease up on a little bit?
I don't think I would ever lower my standards for anyone. The opportunity is out there for everyone. So I don't think anyone, honestly, no one should lower their standards just because they're not finding a partner. There is someone out there for everyone.
To the point now where it's like I'm not about to sit there and keep on dealing with guys just because of their looks, and then when you get with them they have nothing to offer. Like they be broke. Like I can't do it no more. I am tired of it. Then I realized I'm not gonna say I was overlooking him, but I realized I need to take notes. Just because somebody not the absolute attractive person in the world, but they have all this stuff to offer you, you can overlook that, because that's exactly what I'm about to start doing. It's this guy, he's like real nice, like he's super nice. He's not even black, he Hispanic one. His English a little broken, but we could work around that. We can have a full conversation, but some stuff he don't know what I'm saying, right? So he telling me that he can fix, I'm looking for people to fix my car door. I'm asking all these guys that I talk to, they don't even know how to fix a damn car door. I'm asking the one guy, not him, but I'm asking this one guy, could he put my Wi-Fi together, because I just got Wi-Fi and it just came in the mail. And he's telling me he don't know how to do it. So I'm like, so what are you around me for? Versus this one guy who I've been a little overlooking a little bit, but he know how to put the Wi-Fi together. He's telling me my door needs to be replaced. I have a new car door that he gonna put on. He's telling me he can do that for me. And then he's talking about he want to see me tonight, right? And he's like, when I get off of work, he want to see me and let me know when I'm on the way so he can put some gas in my car. These guys not coming like that. I told this one guy that don't know how to put the box together, I told him, we were supposed to go on a date. He telling me he don't have money to get a lift to go on a date, and I need to come pick him up, and he's not offering me no gas money. Like, are you serious? I'm just about to start going for the people that like me, and I'm not going for the people for their looks no more, because I am over it. Being with somebody because of their looks got me nowhere at all. And honestly, yeah, I'm done with it. So ladies, am I right? Like, I just feel like I'm starting to get older, And I'm starting to realize, like, what's life really about. Like, I be listening to Shira 7, and she be telling us, like, stop the way.
Okay, why is it always the guys that commit you the hardest that when you finally, like, fall for them, they're just like, you know, I'm just, like, not into, like, having a relationship right now. Lately, it was foster pups, and this guy's like, all I need in life is, like, this was a post that I was reading, by the way. This is documented. Who needs a girlfriend when you can foster pups? So that's what we're competing with now, ladies. Dogs. Rescue dogs, specifically. That's what we're competing with.
At this point, y'all, I think that man put a spell on me because it's been months. It's been months. And I'm still thinking about that failed situationship. I haven't unadded him on Instagram in hopes that we potentially get back together. Even though we were never together. He must have put a spell on me. There must be some witchcraft. That's the only explanation to why I'm stuck on this man.
Also, you're just a girl, so remember to take it easy, but at the same time, don't make excuses for yourself. And this is something that I am working on right now because I'm understanding that everyone isn't emotional. Like, when you're trying to talk to a man, like, you have to change some things about yourself, you know? Because we're not the same species. You don't think the same. Men are not emotional. They're not. They're very logical. You know, they think about the sense of things and we think about the emotions, how it makes us feel. So, you know, we always bring up that I'm just in, but at the end of the day, it's not going to help you keep that man. It's not. Okay. So figure it out. Be just a girl at the right time, but there is a time and a place. Everything, like, it doesn't mean, okay, I argue with you, I get upset, I get jealous, all because I'm just a girl and expect them to be okay with it. That's like, you know, someone saying, oh, I'm just a guy. So last week, I'm just a guy. Like, we can't do that. So ladies, we have to stop saying that BS, that I'm just a girl. And believe me, girl, like, I get it because I'm just a girl too. But there's a time and a place, honey. And I feel like we just need to learn it. And I feel like I'm really talking to myself right now, but you're here and you're listening. So YouTube.
I did it, y'all. I shot my shot with my crush. Now I gotta wait for him to open the DM.
Okay, so probably last video of the night, but just to update. I ended up unsending the video. He took way too long to check the DM, so I just left it at that. I got impatient, what can I say? But I did text him, and I did, like, mention it, but I don't think he saw it, because he doesn't really check his messages very often, so, yeah. Just thought I'd update on that. Also, if I sound weird, my throat hurts. I just got over a cold and now my throat is starting to hurt. How does that make sense?
Ben, I adore you, so I'm gonna be honest with you about something on behalf of all women that we want you to understand about us. When a guy doesn't understand that I'm playing games in a feminine, flirty, likes to be chased kind of way and not in a competing to see who can be the princess and be the less attached in the relationship kind of way, my heart feels disappointed. Women have to pull back their energy to evaluate your place in our life, our place in your life, solely from the fact that we are vulnerable creatures. We are more vulnerable than you. We have to do this a little bit of a game to protect our heart. And it's not, for me, speaking for me, I'm not doing this with your head and to cause confusion because I don't want that drama. I mean, the mystery is kind of fun, let's all be real. But when a guy can be bolder and clear in his pursuit of a woman, or not, just be honest. Like, what's going on in your mind? Be honest. We can handle it. It saves everyone a lot of energy if we can just be forthright. But for a woman, we have to be the more discerning one, okay? Because of our need to protect ourselves before we can trust if a man is going to protect us. Thank you for receiving me on that.
Modern women are too busy playing games. Whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, I'm going to be able to do that. But you need to be vulnerable, open, and transparent with me at all times. backwards thinking.
You gonna let me if I shout you out?
Yeah. Chat. Real finna clap. I just need a shout out.
Bro is finna. Hold on, run it back. I didn't hear my ears, bro. Matter of fact, take off the hat. Can't think with the hat on. Take the hat off. I gotta hear what I just heard.
Are you gonna let me hear if I shout you out?
Yeah. Chat. Real finna clap. I just need a shout out. Y'all follow, subscribe, like, boost.
Yo, clout is a hell of a drug, child. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. And like I said earlier, bro, the camera and the microphone and the lights, the camera action. I don't even think she know who this guy really even is, bro. You could be up and coming, child. As long as you got a camera and you look professional, you got lights and you got a cameraman and you got a microphone and you know what you're doing, confidence. I ain't gonna lie, it's really this easy. I ain't gonna lie, we gotta put out a patch though. It's too lethal though. It's too OP.
Make sure y'all follow my homeboy, you feel me?
Oh, don't shout out your homeboy. Nah. You going too far with the shout outs, bro. You said you get a shout out, not your homeboy.
A common thing that you hear now is, men going their own way and women don't need a man. And the sad thing is that, yeah, sure, there's a bunch of, rotten eggs on both sides of the spectrum. But it's like they're just giving up because of the few. So it's like the few are ruining it for a lot of really great people out there. There's good girls, there's great men. And it's just very sad. It's like a city. Every city has an area of town that has a lot of crime. But it's like, if it's a great city, are you really going to forego all of the other opportunities and amenities that it offers just because of that one spot? Typically not. So I think that we should kind of look at relationships that way. Don't forego the whole sex or gender just because of the few rotten eggs.
Okay, so fellas, if you talking to a girl and she tell you that, oh, I like medium ugly men, I like them with a little ugly, like, she basically insecure, because I always like the ugly men. And the reason why I like them ugly, I ain't like them like dirty and like ugly and broke, but like I like them ugly because I ain't like nobody else wanting my man. That's why I like them ugly. And the ugly men, like, they always tricking and they always spending money. Like, that's why they be liking them with the ugly men, because the ugly men can't get no women no other way. Like, that's why they always bragging, you got to spend this on your girl, or you got to spend that on your girl, because that's how they had to get a girl. So, like, the insecure chick and the ugly dude with money combo, yeah, like, that's the thing. So, I just want to say that. Like, don't take it personally if she say she like her man a little ugly, because, yeah.